comparison presentation for you. Battle of the lightweights. Let's take a look over here. Here we're looking at a 1979 Bach LT12. So 500 bore, lightweight. What are the stats on this? 2 pounds, 11.8 ounces, and the outer slide is 6.6 ounces. Of this selection, it's the lightest outer weight. You know, I believe I added a counterweight on it, so that contributes to the total weight of the 2 pounds, 11.8 ounces. Next one over here is a classic, no longer in production. This is a 1977 Olds P16 custom crafted tenor trombone. Straight 500 bore on both sides, 3 pounds, 0.6 ounces with an outer slide weight of 7.2 ounces. So that's a pretty light slide. It was Olds' late entry into the lightweight market, but they waited too long. They should have did this, you know, back in the 60s, not in the 70s. Now we have my Martin, the 1976 Martin TR-4501Urbie Green model. I did add the counterweight because it helps with balance. And according to Dave Steinmeyer, his model, the TR-4510, solved the front heavy problem, but I couldn't tell you, I couldn't try it because he won't give me his horn. Anyway, that was a little wink to you there, Dave. Okay, so the stats on this one, on the Martin, 2 pounds, 11.6 ounces, outer slide weight, 7.4 ounces. So virtually about the same weight as the Olds. Okay, and last but not least, the 1974 Conn 100H. Okay, I've got some tape on it because for some reason my hand gets numb on the slide there. And then I put this little piece of tape up here because I clamp an extra 10-ounce weight up there to help balance it, because it's really a front heavy horn. Those little beautiful little counterweights aren't strong enough or heavy enough to balance the horn out, and I don't like playing towards the floor if I can help it. So this one, what's the weight on this? 2 pounds, 10.9 ounces. So about the same weight as the Martin TR-4501, about the same weight as the Bach LT12. The outer slide weight on this is 7.3 ounces. So of them, the Martin is 7.4 outer slide weight. The 100H is 7.3 outer slide weight. The P16 Olds is 7.2 outer slide weight. And the Bach LT12 is 6.6, kicking everybody's butt in light slides. So they're all very close. If I took the counterweight off the Martin, it would probably be, and the Bach, they would probably be the lightest horns. But again, we have this whole balanced front heaviness thing going on, and you know, my old hands that are holding mandrels and tools all day need a little bit of relief. So, and then the weight that I put on this Conn here is this thing. I put some tape on it so it doesn't hit the horn. But this is an Olson weight. You can get this through Instrument Innovations, and I think there's a few other stores that sell this. It's independent, meaning say that they market it, but they're not the ones who make it. And it's a shuttle weight, so you can rotate it on the bar, and then you can rotate this piece here on the little post. So it's very handy, but it, like I said, it's an extra 10 ounces of weight on it, so it makes it all heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and play a little ditty on each one, a little bit of Stardust, and you can hear the difference. I'll be playing the Urbie Green Jet Tone special model mouthpiece on all of these. Let's see, what is it? It says model M. So yeah, it says Jet Tone Urbie Green Model M. So we'll be playing this. Actually, a very cool mouthpiece. Not super shallow, not too deep. It's kind of like, it's almost like the right feel for me. I mean, it is brighter than most, but not super bright. Okay, hang on. Let me get the camera flipped around here. Now, the one stat I didn't talk about was bell size. So in terms of bell size, the Bach, the Olds, and the Martin all have smaller than 8-inch bells. The Conn has a full 8-inch bell. I believe the Olds is 7.5, and I think the Martin and the Bach are right around 7 3/4 or a little bit more, but not quite 8. And it really changes the sound, because you're going to hear it, especially when you hear the Conn. The narrower, the smaller circumference bells give a more direct tone, more centered tone to the horn, where the wider ones is going to give it a little more splash and a little more ring. Okay, so hang tight. We'll go on to the next stage here. Okay, we're going to start with a Bach LT12. Here we go. Okay, the Bach LT12, lightweight. The Olds P16 custom crafted. You know, the difference between this and all the other three horns is it doesn't have that warm, fluffy spread tone. It's warm, but it's focused. It's not spreading out all over the place. It's coming in and it's coming right at you. It's just got that nice round core tone that's always been associated with Olds. The Martin TR-4501Urbie Green model. Here we go. It's hard to choose between them, you know, when you got four really hot girlfriends and they all love you to death, you know, you can't just dump one of them. And that is unless you marry one. Okay, here we go. That may not be a good analogy. All right, the Conn 100H. Different sound, different sound. The bell does, it is more ringy, but they all have a really nice quality in the upper register, that's for sure. All right, so that's it. Give you the stats on all the three lightweights. The Olds is more like an Olds, but still warm and light. And then, of course, the Conn 100H, super, super front heavy, bigger bell, more of a spread, ringy tone to it. But they all respond real nice in that upper register with that lightweight qualities of the horns. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one too. And feel free to comment and let me know if any of you have played any of these horns before or have any experience with them. I know that I've done a lot of reading. Some people really weren't too happy with the Conn 100H. I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying that replaced the 6H and the 5H. So I think a lot of people enjoyed those two horns, and the 100H just had a whole different quality to it. And removable lead pipes as well. And I don't think the general public were expecting it to be so much of a departure from the 6H or the 5H. And if you don't know what the 5H is, it's a 6H with a lightweight slide. Anyway, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.